This is small town, rural Pennsylvania. It's a great place to live if you're a chicken. If you're a gay man like me, not so much. I lived in Pennsylvania my entire life before moving out to LA to chase the dream. And let me tell you, the dream, it found me. But anyway, I lived in rural Pennsylvania for a very long time. The last time I visited Pennsylvania, though, I decided I was gonna boot up Grindr and see what was going on in small town. Nothing, first of all, that's what the answer is. But I wanted to see what was going on in my small town, and
I was shocked, honey. I was in tears almost.
so if you guys are interested in exploring Grindr in a small town with the cornfields, the chickens, the barns, the farmlands, then stick around and we're gonna get right into it, guys. Alrighty, you guys, so I booted up Grindr. I said a quick little prayer. When I booted up Grindr, my expectations were low, but I was hopeful. I mean, my expectations somehow still weren't met. But anyway, I was hopeful when I booted it up. And I did get a message pretty quickly from a guy who said I was handsome. Thank you to this man. Although I will say the content just writes itself at this point. A cornfield is where he was in the picture that he sent me, which nothing wrong with being in a cornfield. We got a lot of them around here. I live closer to a cornfield than I do a grocery store, a gym, a movie theater. Not a church though. But anyway, thank you to this man. It was very sweet of him to say this. One thing I will say is look at all this. People really don't have a lot of profile pictures on Grindr in small town America. I mean, who needs them? This person does have a profile picture, but it's of a ravine. This person doesn't have a picture at all. All they said was, I like getting to know a person. I too like to get to know somebody.
I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm back in love. He's romantic. He's my confidant. He's my best friend.
Confidant?
He says words that I never heard before.
I will say 1,762 feet away is shocking though. Out here in the farmlands, that's a little too close for comfort. Look at this though. We have M switch, blank, anything, something fun. Maybe what? Maybe you're a killer? This person at least has a profile picture, which is at least something. I'll never drink again. Oh look, fireball. When you're out here in the farms, you need a good laugh. I top, come horny, leave wow. What a looker, what a handsome gem we have right here. Looking 5 a.m. This area is a pretty big area for truckers, which as somebody who thinks of the romantic possibilities, I'm like, wait, men are rolling in and out of town on the lonely highway. Maybe there's something fun happening there. There's nothing fun. There's nothing of the sort. Anyway, this guy says, I like to make new friends, meet people, and have a good time. I can't host, but we can meet somewhere. Stop asking for face pics, because I don't share face pics. This app is not to get married. Well, listen, baby girl. Me asking for a face pic, the next step isn't gonna be me asking for your hand in marriage. I am risk averse. I'm not rolling the die out here. Being like, okay, I'll risk it. He could be, the man of my dreams, or maybe he's no offense if you're inbred, I don't know, an inbred thing that lives in a hut in the woods. I'm not taking that gamble, right? I'm not trying to meet up somewhere with a discreet man, unknown age, unknown face, his body is average, married, which explains the I can't host. Next we have a galaxy picture. I mean, it's a pretty picture, right? I think it's an odd choice, but speaking of odd choices, we're artists out here in the farms. So this picture is a little sketch of an ass. This is why a lot of my family and friends, they say Jack, why don't you move closer to home and closer to your family? And, well, have you guys seen the Hannah Montana movie where she goes to the farms and she wants to take her own life when she's there? That would be what happens to me. She's used to a specific type of life, and when she's deprived of it, she wants to kill herself. So if I went home just like Hannah Montana, it would be the exact same thing, except I wouldn't find a handsome farmhand at the end of the story. All I'd get is a nice prescription for Lexapro. I would end that story heavily medicated. And then I got another message. Every single time I feel like you get a message on a dating app, you get a little bit excited. Like there's that little bit of serotonin where you think to yourself, oh my God, is this gonna be somebody great? Yeah, it was spam. Just an ad for ebzaz.com. And then I got another message, which it wasn't spam, kind of wish it was though. Can I swallow your piss? Listen, that is... I have a bathroom down the hall, okay? And I don't believe in kink shaming over here, but you gotta give me a little something here. You know, you gotta make it at least worth my while. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna get in a car, drive out to you, relieve myself, and then get in the car and drive home? Because that is not, for a stranger, that is like at least boyfriend level, I mean, that sounds ridiculous. What I mean by that is, listen, I'm willing to spice things up in a relationship if I like somebody enough. And if that's somebody's hardcore interest, then who am I? Anyway, if I am in love with you, is what I'm saying. This sounds so bizarre to say. Do you understand what I mean? Do I have to say it? You got what I'm saying. But anyway, if I don't know you at all, I'm not driving on out to your house to meet you in the bathroom. I'm sorry. And let's be real, we live in the farms. It could be an outhouse. The temperature seems to have risen. Promptly remove thine clothing. Oh, Jesus Christ. I shave my privates. And I like guys who shave their privates. And ass crack. Looking for 18 to 35. I love first timers. Y'all, I need you guys to be honest with me. If you have a profile like this, is it working? Because I want you to be successful. I want you to get those guys with shaved privates. But is this working? Because I fear it's not. Why was this? Like, when you go fishing, you put a big fucking fat worm on the hook. You put your best foot forward. Okay, you don't put that one shriveled up small little worm that died 3 weeks ago and it's already decaying. Like, you want to cast a good net out there. And I'm fearful that this isn't gonna work the way some of y'all may think it will. Anyway, you guys, I then got this message, which I went, uh-oh, it's time to go. Shout out to this person, hello. And lastly, I want to end on this final profile. It summarizes Grindr in a small town for me. Looking for fun, right? And it's one singular light. In a vast field of darkness, looking for another light. Trying to stay probably lit itself, but it's alone. Traversing an empty wasteland, looking for any form of connection, any form of light in the darkness. Me, I relate to that light. But anyway, you guys, that is all for Grindr in rural Pennsylvania. I hope you enjoyed this little experiment. But anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want more videos about Grindr from me, I will definitely have a playlist somewhere on here. Follow me on Twitter at officialjackm. My Instagram is jmeridu. Tumblr is it/jack/meridu.tumblr.com. Threads will be linked below as well. My OnlyFans will be pinned in the top of the comment section. Definitely check it out if you want more content from me. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.